Alright, hey there, I'm Raghav. This is my first ever video I've posted, and clearly you can tell it is inspired by Sam Sulek. I'm on my way to the gym. Today is going to be back day. I did chest day yesterday with my good mate, and today is back. Similar to Sam Sulek. No real plan, but of course, lat pull downs, definitely in it. I've been really liking, what do you call them? Straight arm pullovers with ropes. I'm feeling really good. I've always ended those, and rows, of course. Gotta have your rows in there. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good workout. I like back. I always feel it. Didn't feel it earlier. Now I've been starting to feel it, and yeah, I think it might be probably one of my strongest muscle groups at the moment. But yeah, I guess what else to talk about? I am currently on a plan. I have been cutting, as it were. My plan is I've got another probably 10 to about 2 weeks left, I reckon, in this kind of cut period. I've got to lose about 3 more kilos, currently at 61. Been stuck at it for a while, I've been a bit lazy, but we're trying to get down to about 57, 58. Again, not the lightest, but it is achievable. From there, the plan would be kind of bulking for a long period of time, really trying to put some muscle on. Yeah, that's the general plan, and really making sure that pretty much by summer next year, looking nice and strong, and then obviously cutting down from there. So yeah, I guess the question might be, why am I even filming these? Well, why have I started now? Out of all this time, I've been working out for probably about 2 years, maybe not so obvious, but really been consistent the last year. Made a lot of improvements, and I guess I just really want to kind of walk. Okay. Sorry, as I was saying, I really want to really just log everything that's going on. Every single day we'll make some improvements. Really try to get better and better, and I guess along the way we'll get a talk, just about random stuff, and of course we're all here for the workout. Okay, that's a little bit. Let's turn it back. Alright, no, that's better. So yeah, on our way. I guess, how have you been? New Year's resolutions coming together. I know a lot of people do that. I was actually, one thing I wanted to talk about is I haven't actually seen many New Year's resolution people in the gym. I was really scared initially. The first month, everybody's in the gym, everyone's there. But I have a feeling that social media scared everybody off, which is actually kind of sad. I was actually kind of hoping to see all the 40-year-olds. I mean, not trying to make fun of them obviously, but all the maybe not so gym goers going to the gym, and really trying to make it work. But at the end of the day, the ones that really get the most out of the gym are the people that go consistently, the people that enjoy it. One thing that I've heard a lot of people say, maybe my dad, is the person who likes the destination will only go as far as the destination, but the person who enjoys the journey and likes walking and likes traveling, they're going to go much further. And I'll tell you one thing for sure, I love working out. I love the gym. I love everything about it. I love how it makes you feel. I love the pump afterwards, and really pushing myself. It's such a fun way to push yourself. It's completely different from everything else. So it doesn't really need much thinking behind it. You just gotta do it. You gotta just feel it, and yeah. I mean, what else? I don't think of a better hobby. There's no better hobby really. Yeah, we're almost there to the gym. yeah, I was talking about the workout. So I was thinking today, it's about 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Need to get home, not too late. Want to get some good sleep in. So let's say we got about an hour and a half. I reckon the back workout, I always hit rear delts as well. I actually started with rear delts, really trying to exhaust it so that my rear delts get out of the way. Don't really interfere with my actual back workout. Because sometimes that can be really frustrating. You're trying to do your lat pull downs, you're trying to do your rows, and then you feel your rear delts just kicking in and taking away some of the fun for your lats. So always reverse flies, and I've been loving face pulls. I did them a little bit differently to a lot of people, which I'll show you when we start doing it. But I really felt it. I've had huge improvements. I reckon amongst my friends as well, my rear delts are definitely ahead. I guess you can tell, not the biggest person. I am cutting, but I'm not the biggest person. But my rear delts are pretty strong. I'm actually pretty happy with them. So yeah, getting the rear delts out of the way, and then going straight into my back workout. I've been loving recently as well. We have in our gym the chest supported T-bar row. So good for the upper back. I feel like my upper back's actually something that I haven't been able to hit as well with rows. Maybe sometimes my lats come into play as well. Not ideal. I do a lot of chop work obviously, but mid back I'm thinking about everything, behind, a bit below, and around about where the rear delts are. That's kind of what I mean by mid back, and it gives you really that nice full and thick look, and of course lats give you the wide look. So yeah, I guess what else? We'll talk some more on the way back for sure. But with that being said, I guess we'll talk about the diet a bit more later. But for now, we're here. We finally reached the destination, and let's get this started. Alright, so first set, we are now doing lat pull down. Now, I was unable to use my footage for my face pulls, unfortunately. But you can see here, I'm doing a very heavy set. Pretty heavy. Now, I did say some things before and after in this clip, but all that audio is basically unlistenable. There's too much background noise, so hopefully I can entertain you. But the workout was pretty standard today. Alright, second set, we are going about 10 kilos lighter. Bit better form, you can see, but around it's the same intensity, let's just say. Now the final set, you can see I'm using a different grip. I'm using the mag grip, much lighter, really trying to squeeze those lats out, trying to get the most burn, and as you can see, I am burning. Now one thing that I love doing is tons of partials. I don't count them in my workout app that I use, but it definitely squeezes the hell out of my lats, so I love it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Now here's the famous chest support T-bar row I was talking about earlier. Now, I actually go decently heavy with this one. I think I'm on, 35 kilos. Now, obviously, relatively heavy. I'm pretty sure this set was a PR. This was 9 reps, or barely 9 reps, but I'll count it because last time I could barely lift that 8th one, so definitely an improvement. Yeah. Questionable rep. Actually, hindsight, I probably wouldn't count that actually. But yeah, good set. Now we're going 5 kilos lighter and just trying to get rid of that big mid back, get it out of the way. I was really happy with the set actually, so yeah. Now, here I am trying to yap some more, not knowing that my microphone is absolutely dog. But I'm doing here some single arm isolateral rows. I love these ones. Actually, one of my friends has told me to do this instead of double arm, because you can't really breathe with that one. I like these. I like this set as well. I think this is much heavier than I did last time as well. I think I got 50 on each side. I really like this, how it feels here. And yeah, it was a good set. I'm only doing one set here, so you know. Alright, now here, 15 nice strokes to failure. Traps are probably the easiest muscle to grow because it's just strong. And I've heard they actually grow pretty quickly too. Now, for 90% of the people that did not hear what I said, I was talking about how I'm training my traps. Traps are one of the easiest muscles to grow. It's just shrugs to do it. I think it is something that I found very easy to grow, especially in comparison to my body, which is why I only do one set of shrugs. Now, I got pretty heavy with these ones, again, well, relatively heavy. I've got with me 35 on both arms, and yeah, just really trying to shrug that up and just, I maybe have 6, maybe 8 good reps, and then I'm just absolutely tearing my arms until I cannot move the dumbbells. So that is how I do these exercises. I might change in the future perhaps, but I've had a lot of fun doing it like this. Good set. Now this is arguably one of my favorite exercises. I always use it as a finisher. These are what I was talking about earlier, the lat pullovers kind of. And yeah, I just love the way it feels. You just hinge those shoulders, elbows into your lats and just keep going. And I love how it feels. And I've been getting huge improvements as well over time. So yeah, genuinely great exercise. Highly recommend. A lot of people do it with the straight bar. I used to do that, but that absolutely ruined my shoulder. Like, it was real bad. But the rope gives you more freedom to move around, and I like it a lot, so highly recommend. Alright, so first workout done on YouTube. Biggest pointer for next workout, which I record, we need a microphone, because I am not going to do this voiceover thing again, hopefully. But yeah, just a clip on microphone to make our life a million times easier. nothing too crazy. Not yet, at least. But 2 years time, 3 years time, so yeah. All right, good workout. Now, let's get a couple things straight. So, clearly, the audio was not amazing. I don't know how much I can do in post production, but trying to suppress as much as I can. But one of the kind of improvements for next time is hopefully for tomorrow is getting a microphone and figuring out how that works with the phone. So figure that out. Now let's get a couple things out of my way. Things I might not even include every single set, but overall my entire workout, you could tell some sets were very just brute force kind of pushing. Some of them were really controlled and definitely under the radar, but overall good set, good workout. Honestly, couldn't ask for more. Now I'm on the way back home. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna turn this light off though, so you might not be able to see me. I don't know what the rules are for driving in Australia, so whatever it is, I'm gonna keep talking. So let's just get on the way. Let's get going. All right. So yeah, I was mentioning earlier about this cut I'm doing. Now, I actually got a number for you. I am on day 11 out of 23. Now, why 23? Why have I picked such an interesting number? It's what, the 8th of Jan? And what the hell's going on basically? So, here's my logic. You can tell in this video as well. In this workout, I'm not a very big guy. Not yet at least. And what's the best way to get big? Eat. Bulk. Smart bulk. I actually did my first ever bulk last year. I was at 62 in May, and over about, and this is the bad part, in two and a half months I bulked, and very uncontrollably bulked, and I gained a whopping 9 to 10 kilos. So I was at 71-ish, 71 I was at from 62 in 2.5 months. Mind you, that's insanely unhealthy. Like, that is definitely not the way that you should bulk. I didn't know that. I thought it was. Now, that's actually one of my main philosophies that I was gonna bring to later. There's so much information online, so much information. Everybody's telling you, oh, this split's better, blah, 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 blah. Do this workout like this. Eat this food, you can't eat this food. Diet sodas are bad. I'm hearing that a lot these days. Zero sugar, Coke's not bad. And here's what my thing is, and here's what I think. You have to learn what makes sense, and you gotta understand what makes sense to you with your better judgment. And what I'm trying to get at is that this whole bulking experience, I knew in the moment, okay, this might not be the right way, but that's okay. I did it. I knew the risks, right? The risks weren't like I'm gonna die. I'm definitely not gonna die. I got a bit chubby, and kind of to spoil the story a little bit, I did end up losing all that weight and achieving my goals more or less. However, here's the main thing. That was a learning experience for me. I learned a hell of a lot by doing it the wrong way. And I think that's really, really important, because I'm going to take that into consideration in this next bulk. I am going to be way more smart. I'm definitely going to gain much less. I'm starting at a lighter weight. So I started at 62 last time. Hopefully I'll be starting at sub 60. Hopefully very comfortably sub 60. Hopefully 57. I say hopefully. It depends on how hard I work. I skipped cardio today because this new kind of recording took too long, and I really do want to get home. But I should have skipped cardio. So that's another thing I'm going to take into consideration. But yeah, now this next bulk is going to be double the length. So instead of 2.5 months, it's going to be a 5-month bulk. Now arguably, that's not very long. I do have a goal though. I do want to look really good by around October. I'm not going to say why, but those in Sydney, you might know what comes up normally in October, which requires you to take off your shirt. I'm not going to say what it is, obviously, but that's what I'm kind of looking forward for. And then 5 months of bulking, about 5 kilos. That's what I think. So from 57, 58, 57 plus 5, that's at 63. So that's actually about the weight I started at last year. And I might be thinking, Rocco, why the hell would you not go higher than that? And the reality is that even when I was at 62 last time, it wasn't 62 kilos of pure muscle. You know, obviously, you know, I'm not, you know, very, very lean. There's still a lot of fat on my body. So the idea is that now when I return to this bulked up 63, that should be theoretically considerably more muscle and more strength than I was at last year, which is already the case. I'm already stronger than I was last year, and I'm lighter than I was last year too. So I can't even imagine how. I'm actually really excited for this bulk. Now, there's gonna be some couple changes. 5 kilos in 5 months is a very slow increase. It's not 10 kilos in 2.5 months. So how do I work around that? It's got to be much, you know, a much more, or let's just say less extreme bulk, less extreme calorie surplus. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. A less extreme calorie surplus. I was eating crazy amounts. I was eating 3,500 calories, so 3,500 calories, and my bulk when I was bulking, and sometimes I went to 4,000. I was just eating whatever I wanted. I was having the time of my life. But now my guess is my maintenance is around 1,900. So I think about 2,000 calories. So I don't know what exactly my maintenance is. I have a feeling it's 1,800 because I've been eating about that much recently. Not really following my my current calorie goal. I should be eating 1,500 right now, but I've been eating about 1,800. I've been maintaining 1,800, 1,900. So I'm thinking 2,000 calories, 2,100 calories. Let's see how it goes. Let's start with 2,000. That should be what I'm looking at. And of course, as you get heavier, and this is something I noticed as well, as you get heavier and heavier, your maintenance increases. And obviously it increases. But as you get heavier and heavier, your maintenance increases. So I might start for 2,000, but then as I gain the extra kilo, I might go 2,100, 2,150, slightly above, but nowhere near what it was before for sure. Anyways, I was talking about my last year stuff. I gained all that weight in about 2.5 months, and I spent more or less 3 months after that cutting down. And holy shit, that cut down, that cut period, it was crazy. I was eating much less, and I could tell, going from eating 3,500 calories, 3,000 calories every single day, down to, started at just, even 2,000 calories was difficult for me to get. But definitely, I might even, you know what? I'm actually gonna do this in post-production. Here's a photo of me in the beginning of last year. So Feb last year, here's a photo. And then here's a photo of me, slightly heavier than I was in Feb. This is a photo of me in May. Now, this is when I started the bulk. I was actually pretty happy with how I looked now. At the time, I was happy. Then I went on a bulk, and here is a photo of my back after I bulked. And you can see here, if you look at like my hips, you can see a lot of fat storage there. But you can also tell a huge increase in muscle, but a lot of fat. And then finally, here's a photo from November or December. This is me cut down again. And you can see I've maintained most of the muscle, and I noticed that as well in my strength. I've maintained a lot of the strength as well, which is I'm very happy about. But the fat's gone. Well, not all of it, but most of it's gone. So that's like what my bulk is like, my experience with bulking and cutting is so far. Now we're just gonna try to keep getting heavier and heavier. And yeah, that's what happened last year. So, sorry, let me continue with what was happening this year. 5 months, 5 kilos. Then what? After the 5 months, I'm gonna go on a 3-month, potentially longer, cut down. I'm gonna try to cut maybe 3 kilos. My goal is that this current cut, this January cut, it should bring me down to the leanest I've ever been. I can't remember being sub 60 kilos. Even year 10, year 9, I think. Year 9 was probably the last time I was sub 60, and I was actually vegetarian back then. So I'll be the leanest I've ever been, the strongest I've ever been, in Jan and gaining the muscle. But then hopefully my goal is, after this cut, I'll be around 60 kilos. So bulk 5 months, then cut for 3 months, go from 63 to 60. And at this point, I'm hoping my body fat percentage is around 14 or 13%. I think that's realistic. I'm currently at about 14.5, so I want to get down to at least 13% body fat. But hopefully, at the 60 kilos, I will be the strongest I've ever been. I will be the nicest looking I've ever been. And then from there, going on another bulk. So that's the general premise of it. Now, the weight itself, obviously, it's important. You know, it indicates how well you've been tracking your calories and all that. But it's definitely the idea of, you know, one of the main reasons I want to go on this bulk in the first place is, while I've been cutting, it's been very difficult to hit PRs. I've been having my creatine, I've been having, you know, focusing on my protein and everything, and I've been improving slightly, which is pretty good, but it's been a while since I've hit PRs, and my chest is a huge weak point. I haven't improved in bench in so long. I really want to get, hopefully, now this is a bit too far away from me. I'm not very strong at the moment, you know. I'm not the strongest or the best looking at the moment, but I'm right now benching, my max is 60, so 1 plate. I can do 3 of that. My goal is, hopefully after this bulk, I can get at least to 70, maybe even 80, but that's even a stretch. I'm even happy to hit 70. I just haven't improved in bench in so long. It could be technique, but in general, chest, back, I haven't really been able to improve. Legs I have been able to get some good PRs in. I think that's because I don't do legs as often, it's kind of because my legs have already been, you know, decently developed. Now, I don't want to talk about everything in one day, but I think I have pretty good legs. Okay, they reached home. I think I got pretty good legs. But yeah, the main thing I really want to improve on is chest. I think having a good chest, a full chest is really nice to have. And strength as well is really important to me. I'd really want to be able to push more and just, yeah, overall be stronger. So, yeah, that's the goal. Right now it's at 61, down to 57. I'm saying it like it's easy. I've got 2 weeks to do that. Probably not gonna happen. I have to kind of extend this cut a little bit, which is not ideal. So 57, then up to 63, 64, then down to 60. And I'm down to 60. I should be stronger. I should be leaner. And I should look pretty freaky. And I'm pretty excited about that. And I guess that's what the point of these videos are. I don't need help to be kept accountable. I've been pretty consistent last year. I've gone at least 3 times every single week, at least. Most of the time it's 6 or 7 times in the week. But I really want to document how my morale changes throughout, and how I just like talking, honestly. I just like talking. So this is gonna be nice, and then I'd love to hear from you guys as well. Whoever is watching this, what do you guys think? You know, maybe my form wasn't too good. Be nice, but there's a lot of improvement for me, and I truly love the gym, and I hope to do this for the rest of my life. And that was my first video. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, please like. But yeah, hopefully this is the start of something very exciting. All right, peace out.